Again, looks like FireBatHero might be thinking expanding at that 9 o'clock position, pushing up with a decent sized attack here. Wow, I'm going to drop in the back of Mine's base, putting the tanks down. I'm going to also siege from the ridge. We'll see how well Mine does with the defense. We're going to have to bring some SCVs off the line to deal with those tanks, and those tanks a little bit too far out of position, I think. Looks like they're going to basically be shelling themselves. They're going to be able to take SCVs, and now it looks like they're being ferried up. A couple Goliaths being around, but solid defense by Mine. Looks like he managed to take out all those units on the ridge with siege tanks of his own. Almost managed to do a decent amount of damage there. I don't think he took too big an economic hit. It lost a decent amount of SCVs, but still, I think kind of the unit loss for FireBatHero was greater than Mine's loss there. And as you can see, it looks like he only got out with a single Goliath. He's going to expand in the upper right-hand corner. Mine, in the meantime, going to push up. Looks like that bottom left-hand corner is comsat. Still no expansion there. I'm very surprised at that. Mine still, now he's starting to build that expansion, but that's going to be under that comsat. FireBatHero engaging Mine's forces in the middle here. It looks like three dropships full for Mine in the meantime. Just posturing 4 dropships full of units for Mine in the meantime, posturing around the map, kind of keeping FireBatHero nervous, just kind of positioning across the map. Mine might be trying to set up a seal across the middle. I'm not quite sure. FireBatHero loading up his dropships, a couple Goliaths pushing up, trying to catch something in the middle. Looks like Mine, continuing with the supply depot, continuing to build up, and this is really where Mine takes over, in my opinion. The shift right here, about minute 10, 11, you'll see him really get the factories down and really push into full production. And as you can see, he's just outnumbering FireBatHero. He has greater mobility with those dropships. Going to push up. He's already gotten across the northern end. A couple neutral dropships open for FireBatHero, and it looks like Mine just has a superior unit count. He's going to be able to take out that base at the upper right-hand corner. Let's see. FireBatHero, man, he's pushing out now. Really unfortunate for him. SCV taken out, and now a lot of damage on that command center. The command center needed to be lifted off a second ago if FireBatHero is going to save it. Ooh, FireBatHero is going to end up losing that command center. Wow, that went down really fast. And now FireBatHero going to try to push up on that secondary of Mine. Mine doesn't have anything positioned there. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to defend that. Loading up the dropships, bringing them back. Going to try to attack that SCV in the bottom left-hand corner, but in the meantime, if he's not careful, he's going to lose that secondary. FireBatHero, in fact, actually turning around and retreating. And that was interesting there. I'm not sure if Mine had enough to really defend there. Wow, and Mind, it looks like he's just going to rely on his reinforcements. Now getting the academy up. Still doesn't have comsat, so FireBatHero does have kind of that visual advantage, but losing that command center was absolutely huge. FireBatHero now pushing out, trying to get another expansion in. I'm not sure what that location was. I think that might have been the... I can't really tell on the map, actually. Maybe the 9 o'clock location. He's trying to expand again. Mind going to be able to basically going to have that base in the bottom left-hand corner. Mind has troops all over the ground. A lot of units down the ground. Managed to get that up. Wow, huge fight here. Looks like Mine had the siege down first. Engineering base goes down, and huge forces. I think FireBatHero has the unit protecting advantage. It looks like FireBatHero's in the bottom right-hand corner. Not sure if he can defend that, though, and it looks like he's going to lose that barracks, so he's going to have to rebuild that barracks if he's going to continue building factories at this point. And Mind, really, Mind has a good opportunity if he scouts out that bottom right-hand corner. I don't think FireBatHero is just really overextending himself, I feel like. 9 o'clock position for Mind, and those are 2 bases he's going to have to defend with dropships anyway. And FireBatHero losing an SCV in the upper left-hand corner, losing a lot of engagements here. He has a large-sized force, but wow, another force being kind of put up, and I think as soon as that comsat goes up, Mind's probably going to comsat that bottom right-hand corner expansion, realize it's there. A couple units being married across the map, and that could be really dangerous, actually, for FireBatHero. And wow, a ton of dropships up. And even though it looks like that upper left-hand expansion a little bit vulnerable, and it looks like FireBatHero's troops kind of in position there, he needs to be careful because he has all of his units away from his base. He's vulnerable all over the place. 2 Goliaths going to the bottom right-hand corner, going to be able to do a lot of damage there. And FireBatHero not really, again, still not in position to really defend that. A lot of he really can't push. In the meantime, Mine has every single expansion staked out. As you can see, he has SCVs at every location. He has just a huge dropship force, so he's just waiting for FireBatHero to try to expand while he's expanding himself, and really kind of dominating, basically controlling the map at this point. Has a lot of mobility, now getting some more factories up, and I'm surprised, actually being a little bit slow for Mind, in my opinion. So letting FireBatHero doing a little bit. I think FireBatHero is a little overextended here. Doesn't really have a good unit count. Now getting his command center, going to build another command center. Going to lose another command center actually here to the south. That's going to go in the red, and that might be caught en route. In the meantime, Mind's going to push out some troops from his secondary. Going to go to that 9 o'clock position. FireBatHero, I think, saw that. I think he might have comsatted that off. I'm not sure, and it looks like he might be headed en route at least to the upper left-hand corner. Mind has a lot of expansions all over the map, but it's really not a disadvantage because he just has a superior unit count, has a ton of dropships out. As soon as FireBatHero commits, he can basically go to another location. So FireBatHero committing at the 9 o'clock location. Looks like Mind is going to try to fight this off. SEV is going to go up and try to defend there, and Mind dropping in position, trying to siege up. A lot of tanks down. FireBatHero a little late on that siege up, but I think, and wow, the SEV is now pushing in for Mind, so Mind doing some decent micromanagement. But as you can see, another dropship force. So FireBatHero is going to lose this dropship force. He didn't manage to take out that expansion at 9 o'clock. It looks like, oh, actually no, it looks like he is doing decent damage. Mind in the meantime bringing in some reinforcements, and surprised Mind hasn't lifted it off yet. A couple more forces. But FireBatHero in the meantime, I don't think he has anything to defend his other holdings. It looks like FireBatHero, he might have some units left in that dropship grouping. I'm not sure. Going to spot out that bottom left-hand corner. He did have a few. It looks like he had a couple Goliaths, and Mind are basically going to just load back up, and let's see if he decides to try to save that bottom left expansion, or if he just goes after the jugular of FireBatHero. FireBatHero doing an excellent job of what he needed to do, denying kind of that extra res production. Going to go after the, wow, lost a lot of units there, but dropping all over that, managing to kind of save that bottom left-hand expansion. Loses a dropship. Very good job of focusing that for FireBatHero. Still a tank, wow. Still denying expansion. So FireBatHero doing exactly what he needed to do, even though not having his own expansions up, denying the extra expansions to Mind. FireBatHero getting right back in this game. We'll see, basically, now the question is can he hold the expansion that he just put up in the upper right-hand corner? Mind still producing, though, even though he's been kind of denied a little bit of resources at this point. He still had that expansion in the upper left-hand corner, putting him economically ahead. That that expansion being repaired at the natural secondary. Now the question is what will Mind do at this point? I think he can produce a lot more units at this point. Just going to move up with those tanks and try to and finish off what's left of that tank. Losing 2 tanks for the cost of 1, though. Both looks like they're. I think FireBatHero might be at level 2 upgrades versus level 1 upgrades for Mind.